What's up, guys? This is Tyler, and I have a special video today. I'm gonna unbox, completely unedited, so you can see every bit of what's going on here. You can get the full experience of opening the box. I used to watch full unedited unboxing videos for the simple fact that I couldn't afford the figure, and I wanted to have the experience of completely discovering everything for the first time as if it was right in front of me. So, as you can see, this is the Hot Toys John Wick that I'm going to open. It's supposed to be my first reaction to Hot Toys and the John Wick figure in general, but seeing as I'm very impatient, it came inside of a slip bag that I had already taken off, and I've already taken a little peek at the guns that it comes with. So, I know there's a bit of a glare, but you can see exactly how this figure is packaged. So you have the front panel with all the weapons, and then the insert back there with the figure itself and all of its other accessories. I did go ahead and cut the tape, that way we don't have to worry about that step. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm very particular with my boxes. I like to keep my boxes. I don't throw them out unless they're completely demolished for some reason. But excuse me, especially a Hot Toys figure, I don't think you would want to dispose of the box unless it was completely gone or it just didn't have a box when you bought it. Secondhand is usually as expensive, so I went ahead and got this one brand new, straight from Sideshow Collectibles. It's got the emblem there. It's got all the people responsible for the build of this figure, which is always really cool to see. So on the back side, when you open it, there is a display stand, which is like he was running through the tunnels in John Wick 2, and that is where he placed his Benelli, his Keltec, and his rifle. I can't remember exactly what brand it was, but it's very cool. So this front panel has two pieces of tape. Instead of already taking them off, I kind of lapped that one over. Excuse me. So, we will take a look at the weapons first. And this comes in a very cool, very fitted, very slim slip for these weapons. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and pan the camera down so you guys can see every bit of what's going on here. Now, like I said, in this you have all the nicely packaged weapons. So, definitely going to take a look at this. Let's see if we can find, so there's a little slip here. You just push on that, pull it up. Very carefully. So it looks like here we have I actually have a pair of tweezers to help me get these out of here because they are so small. We have a Keltec 12 gauge, really cool, with a, looks like a 551 EOTech. A very, very small pencil. It does not write. It is super, super cool though. If you have watched John Wick, if you're a fan of John Wick, you understand that this pencil was used to kill, I believe it was 2 guys in there, and it's pretty wicked. Now this is his OTF, which stands for Out the Front Blade. See, Microtech is one of the brands, and Raven Crest, I know I actually have a Raven Crest myself, is really cool. So you push that button, it just goes down, push it up, it comes up. Unfortunately, this one does not move like I believe the one with the Joker's Hot Toy, but still very, very neat. very, very detailed. We'll put that right back in there because we're not going to use it right now. This is very cool. So this is his, I believe it's a Kimber 1911. I'm pretty sure is what he said in the film. So this actually does come out. Take this guy out. It actually does rack back, so you can pull the slide. Each one of the mags do fit in there individually. I'm not going to shove it in there because I don't really want to leave it in there right now. But very cool, very, very detailed. Nice work, Hot Toys. That is perfect. Let's throw this guy back in here. Now it's got this wood imitation look, which is obviously what he had in the film. When you can close this case, there is actually a very small lock. You can lock this case. So that's actually really cool. It's got your small hinges. Now none of this, not a single piece of this is wood. This is actually all plastic, which is kind of cool for longevity. But it would be nice if there was a bit of wood in there. At the price point, I think you get what you pay for, which is not cheap, but very well worth it so far. Now this is the Benelli 12 gauge. You have the bolt here. You can pull back an extra shell that I'm pretty sure it does come off. Looks like it'd be kind of a pain. I don't want to waste the video doing that, but you can put one there. Now there is not a hole down the barrel, so if you wanted to put your shotgun shell there and have him like pulling it back, that'd be pretty sweet. Or if he's throwing the shell in there. But that is really cool. And I forgot to mention the EOTech on this does move in whichever direction you'd like it to. This is, I believe, a Glock 23, which, as well as the others, you can cock it back. Has a gold slide, really cool detail. And again, you have your mag, and you stick it in there. Really neat. This is another Glock, custom, not exactly sure what size, but it does also cock back. You have your mag here with the extended not mag well, excuse me, the extended mag piece. I don't know what you want to call it, but also has the gold barrel, gold guide rod down there. Really, really, really cool. Really detailed. I love this. And total brain fart on this. I don't remember what this is called. Kind of looks like a 226, but you have your mag put in there. Like I said, I'm not going to shove it, but you can pull this back. I got your compensator here. It does not remove, so don't try to pull on that. Another cool feature about this one in particular is that the hammer on the back of it moves. Like, that is an insane amount of detail. Very, very cool. Last but certainly not least, this is his rifle he used. You can move the optic, and the reason I know these tricks or little hidden features right out of the box is because before I spent the money on this figure, I went ahead and did a lot of reviewing myself, and one thing that I noticed about this figure in particular is there are absolutely no unedited unboxing videos. So they're like, oh, I'm going to pull all the accessories out and I'm going to put them there and then I'll show you what's there. I want to show you right out of the box. Just this is how you're going to get it. And if you're not able to get it, I really hope that this video helps you kind of experience what it would be like to have. It's not inexpensive. It is kind of expensive, but it's definitely something you can save for. It's not a lifelong savings purchase. It's very cool. The oh my gosh, the charging handle comes back on this. That one I had not seen. Another reason I'm really happy I'm doing this unedited video, because you can see that. I mean, wow. Of course, you can move the buttstock to adjust whether, you know, he's kind of like, he's got it forward here, he's got it all the way extended, which that is actually extended way past what an actual M4 would go to. I don't know. Really cool though, really, really cool. Has a sling. Those little clamps there, you can unclamp it for whatever reason, and I'm not sure if you can take the sling off, but I mean, I'm not going to pull on it to find out, but I'm pretty sure that stays on there, which is fine. He's slinging around his back, and if you noticed in the film, he took it and he instantly threw the sling around in the middle of a firefight, so I would definitely put the sling on there, because if John Wick is willing to take the time to do that right in the middle of a firefight, I'm sure that you'd want to position that way. And I forgot to show this. This is your mag. You can see your little double stack there, really cool. And fits in there just like that. And this does actually come with, you can see it right here. It comes with 2 mags and a clip that you can put onto the mag itself, and then you have your mags right next to each other for a quick mag change. Really, really cool. You put it down further than that. I'm not going to shove it on there because I want to leave everything in the box for now. Here's the Benelli, the Kel-Tec, which is one of my favorite shotguns, probably my favorite to date, and your rifle. So I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff back up, and we will jump into the figure itself. I'm going to lay that over there. I'm going to pull him up on this. Let's see, is that too close? It might be. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And as you can see, right out of the box, whoops, he does have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 extra hands. So you get 5 hand choices on either side. He does have 2 extra pegs here. I'm assuming these can go for his ankles, his wrist, and I'm not 100% sure about the neck piece though. But that's cool. And you also, it looks like you get, what is this? Oh wow, look at Hot Toys with that detail. So you have his cufflink pieces right there that if they fall off you can re-glue or stitch. No, I don't think you can stitch it, but you can probably glue it. Same thing with these buttons on his vest here. Very cool. I've not seen, did not realize that that was how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back up to me for a minute, and I just want to get a clear shot here that I'm getting the full detail. Focus there. So, I mean, as you can see, that is crazy good. It's got his ring on here, which is a good attention to detail, I guess. So also get some of these other hands, and this is for the opposite side. This is the fist. Of course, you can see that. So awesome. Now, I can't remember exactly what these are, but John Wick apparently took a blood oath. So I'm just going to do that down a little bit so that light will stop shining on it so much. But this is the piece that he, it's like a medallion. So it's like a little medallion that opens up, and you can see that little blood mark in there. That's supposed to be like his fingerprint. Really cool. So it has one in here opened and one unopened. So I'm guessing this was obviously a little too small to do so much detail to the point where it actually had a hinge on it. I don't think that would have worked for that one. Now, This is another one I saw. A lot of the unboxing videos that I watched on this figure were talking about how it was just so let me explain this. You have these coins. Now these are basically the underworld currency. This is the hitman payment, if you will. So you get 3 stacks of these, and there are, let me get one of them out. You can see this, maybe. There's 5 individual coins. Now I can't really tell in the films exactly what is on the coins, but it looks like there's so much detail here that it kind of looks like the outline of a animal of some sort, like a lion or something. Okay, now I want to bring you back down here, and got this piece. Put that over there, and as you can see, boom, right out of the box, he has all kinds of plastic on him so that his shoes, his hands, the paint job, everything is staying nice and fresh. Not exactly sure. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna bring you back up. So I was kind of confused by this, and for anyone who gets this figure and is confused as well, I'm assuming this was just to protect a little bit here, or it was extra protection for the hand, but it's just the pop off the hand, and underneath that plastic will come off. Now, something really cool about this figure, I thought, now I'm not exactly sure how many Hot Toys has this, I'm sure a lot at this point, but his vest actually will open, so he's fully clothed, has on this insanely cool looking belt. It's kind of messed up right there. I guess it's come out of its little loop. But cool, oops, sorry, I was down a little low. It's a cool looking belt. It's got his button up all the way down to his tie, and the vest is actually magnet, so it stays in place very well no matter what position you put him in. The tailoring on this, if you can't tell, is incredible. Now, right out of the box, this guy feels amazing. So he looks great. There is a little Irish pennant on the tie, which I'll probably snip later. I don't want to burn that just in case it goes up. But wow, this suit is gonna get dirty. Here is the face sculpt. Apparently there was some talk, some people were saying that this did not look like Keanu Reeves, and I don't get it, because this is definitely Keanu. This is amazing. So he's got, I know you can see, but I'm going to point it out, a cut here with a drain in blood and a little slice on his neck. Now there's a white piece underneath his collar, you can see there, and I'm going to leave that there. One of the videos I watched, that's basically so that the little bit of paint from the neck, the customization there, so it's not going to rub off, basically. So the clothing moving against his neck like that over a period of time can rub a little bit off there, I'm sure, or possibly even stain the clothing. So that you don't want that at all. Now it looks like, okay, it looks like it's done purposely. It's on both, it's even. This is not something I saw in reviews. This is something I'm discovering now. But his shoes, you're not going to be able to see it on here, I don't think. His shoes have white specks, like weathering on his shoes. He is wearing socks, which is so cool. Little thick elastic socks. That's great. Now, you will get the 90-degree bends, the double jointed knee, and this is actually on like a hinge of some sort, so when you move it you can feel it just like clicking into place as you go. I did see that you do have is it double jointed? I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on it because I'm not gonna mess with it for hours here, but I'm pretty sure the elbow is double jointed, and you get that pivot forward, backwards, all that there. A little bit of that, little tiny bit of the up and down. I know the suit restricts a lot on this figure. Just don't let that deter you. It's John Wick. They made him posable. It's just if you wanted him, I don't know, in some crazy position he probably is never even in, then the suit does restrict a little bit of that movement. Now, about right there is where I'd be comfortable with, and that's not an insane amount. You can push it to its limits, but you want to have this figure over a period of time. You don't want to have to replace his suit, because replacing his suit, even the jacket's probably going to cost you as much as the figure, just because that's something that someone has either customized completely to detail of this, or somebody had a Hot Toys and something happened to their figure, or you just used the body sculpt and the head for something else. Maybe they were making an older Neo. It's a cool idea. So, super cool figure. I do, this is actually, I sound underwhelmed. I'm very overwhelmed with this. This is actually an amazing figure. Like I said, this is my first Hot Toys, and just I moved his leg a little bit right there, not even meaning to, but even in this position, it just looks like it's like I'm John Wick. What's up? So you have Keanu Reeves, who is a badass, playing an even more badass fella named John Wick. I just lost that. So I'm gonna finish with this real quick and show the display base, which unfortunately doesn't have any kind of lighting or anything in it, but it is super cool. Now, this is dated 2019, just came out this year. John Wick displayed on the base there. You have your stand, and then you just basically, so I don't want to break anything. Let's see, pop it in there, I assume. Okay. Pretty sure that's in there. Now you've got it. You know, it extends your standard sizing. It's not going to go crazy, but this is a crotch stand, so it'll go underneath the crotch of the figure and hold them there, which this is the first stand I have like that, so I'm very anxious to see how that actually plays out. You do have the little Hitman's Oath type deal there. I'm going to say I'll go ahead and position this figure. I might put a, let's see. Okay, I'm going to use this hand here. Sorry. Going to pop it into place. Now this is going to be his trigger finger hand. I just want to get a quick stance for you guys so you can see getting him ready and all that. And there's a mess back there. I'm attempting to renovate the basement area. So also stand over here. Actually, I'm gonna kneel. Move it back a bit and let's see what we got here. So I'm going to do it in a bit of a kind of a walking. Bend that back knee a little bit. Pull this up where it will reach the crotch region. Okay, now you guys can see that little 360 there. Super quick, actually. Now let me express the fact that I have plenty of 12-inch Star Wars figures. Of course, it's Hasbro, Sideshow, Kenner, some old Kenner. But I mean, honestly, even with 12 scale figures, that's your standard 6-inch figures, I don't think I've ever posed a figure that fast. Definitely not a 12-inch. Now, maybe the Storm Collectibles Mortal Kombat figures, which, if you would like to see a review, cut, uncut, I don't know if people like the uncut video here, but please do comment or whatever and let me know if there's anything that you would like to do a review on, or if you've seen anything in the background here. I actually have 2 display cabinets. That's my Marvel and DC's over there. But anyways, here is, so I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. This is actually kind of presenting itself a little tough to do as far as the stand goes, because just because I'm not used to it. I pose figures all the time. I am just not used to this yet. Looks like it stays pretty well. I mean, it's not causing him to fall over or anything. I just want to make sure I've got it on there where it's going to stay. Oh, this isn't a figure problem. This is a stand problem with me. I'm good with stands, but unfortunately, it's the first time dealing with that one. So I'm going to go ahead and open these weapons back up. And I'm going to put the little Glock 23 in his hand, because personally, that is one of my favorite pistols. My actual favorite is the Glock 19, but this is a very nice model, especially for a figure like this. It just looks so nice and slim in his hand. Oh God, that's beautiful. Okay. Almost just knocked all of that off the table. Yeah, I knocked the, extra shotgun shells, forgot to show that. Okay. There's the pencil, I thought I lost it. Very small pieces, guys. If you're gonna, make sure you don't do this on carpet. I'll tell you that. Just don't do it on carpet. Because you're gonna lose stuff, or just don't be clumsy. That'll work too. I'm gonna go ahead and change his other hand too. I'm gonna do a little bit of a fist hand here, so it's kind of like John Wick going madman. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and show this real quick so that I can pick all that up. that's your John Wick. Look at him. Golly. Such a beautiful figure. Such an amazing figure. Definitely will not be my last Hot Toys. Well worth the money spent. I think it's pristine. It's great. Thank you guys for watching.